thank you for joining me on the Path of the Seeker. We are currently exploring the avenue of the Kabbalah Tree of Life. We are starting with the first Sephiroth, Malkuth. This Sephiroth is located in the same location as the root chakra. You can visualize it as the tailbone or base of the spine. The intelligence associated with this level is discernment. Marcus Katz calls Malkuth the kingdom of the broken shells. The word Malkuth translated into English is kingdom. This is the physical matter reality Earth is a part of on the scale of the multiverse, and our body on the local scale. The Hebrew word Malkuth is made up of the Hebrew letters Mem, Kaf, Tau, the Med, and Vau. I wrote a blog on the significance of these letters, and there is a link to it in the description box below. Malkuth is the only Sephiroth that is split into four. The four elements, as a matter of fact: air, water, earth, and fire. In the same way, spiritually, we are made of these four elements, and that is why alchemy is an excellent way to correct the vessels, also known as Sephiroth, within ourselves. How did those vessels become broken? Well, there are a couple stories concerning a being named Adam. For now, I will just tickle your brain with the concept that the being known as Adam is represented in the night sky by the constellation Orion. Here is a brief summary about the story of Adam. According to Rav Michael Laitman, every time that the Tree of Life grew, light emanated down from Kauder. A being called Adam tried to give this light to Malkuth, a part of himself, and he shattered into 600,000 pieces or sparks, called souls, that fell. All creatures are a part of Adam, and like him, have broken vessels that require correcting. This fall sent the entire cosmos into chaos. Malkuth is called the inferior mother and the bright mother. One of the three Sephiroth that we are not going to cover, named Binah, is the superior mother. Binah is the Primordial Waters. These are the waters that erupted into chaos when Malkuth received the light prematurely. I wrote about this in a blog called The Purpose of Mankind that you can find a link to in the description box below. We also know that water is the subconscious, the cosmic mind stuff to which all of us are connected that makes us one. Michael Laitman explains, our work revolves around the acquisition of the traits of Binah. As you can tell from the way that the lightning strike descends from Binah, all of the Sephiroth below her were emanated from her. To restore the Sephiroth to their proper place within ourselves, Michael Laitman explains, we have to choose to receive the properties of Binah by ascending upward. He calls these the 6 corrections of Adam: Chesed, Jubara, Tifereth, Netzach, Hod, and Yesod. Laitman relates Malkuth to the 7th day of creation. The essence of the 7th day is to receive everything accumulated in the first 6 days. That is the day the soul fills with upper light. The only condition is that we have to stay out of the way of the process, to be in a receptive mode. This indicates that we must come to know these 6 traits within ourselves so that we will accept the light of Ein Sof. We don't really do the work of repairing the Sephiroth within ourselves. The light, once we choose to receive it, restores these vessels within ourselves. Until then, the light exists outside of ourselves as our aura. When we study Kabbalah, we invoke the surrounding light. This light is found outside our vessels, our will, and waits until we fix our vessels and shape them into the form of bestowal upon the Creator, and then the light enters it. Once we make these corrections, allowing that light within, we transmit that light back up the Tree of Life together. The only way to allow the light within us to possess the desire to share it with the Creator, or bestow, as Laitman calls it. When all the shards of Adam, the souls of this earth, perform this task, it will return the light of Ein Sof back up the tree, restoring order. Marcus Katz describes the process this way. When the 4 elements are crowned by spirit together, they create a 5th element. Since I love pop culture, this reminds me of the movie The Fifth Element. If you watch that movie now after watching this, you might see it a little differently. As I identified long ago on the Path of the Seeker, our writers, poets, musicians, and artists are the modern shamans. When they tap into their subconscious to write stories with their imagination, what they bring forward is a reflection of our collective consciousness. Well, I hope that this has adequately summed up the essence of this teaching. This is a good place to start. There's a lot more information out there on this subject, but be careful. Much of it is misleading. There are different teachings that refer to other planes of existence, and not the immediate situation of the student. Our focus needs to be on the Creator, and nothing in between. There is a good reason the intelligence of this level is discernment. You must learn discernment in order to navigate through the chaos of misinformation and false teachers. Thank you, brave soul, for joining me on the path of the Seeker. May you find joy and peace on your life's journey.